Welcome back to the Commercial Real Estate Show. I'm Michael Bull, our show where everything always goes smoothly. We're talking about the hospitality industry today. We have hotel experts in the industry, Mark Woodworth, Andrew Pace, and David Marvin. And guys, I can't let you guys get out of here without providing a tip for operators of hotels out there. David, what's a tip for them?
Well, the first thing I think is hotels are extremely management intensive. Among the continuum of real estate types, it is at the extreme. And so, by extension, people matter. So it's very careful. You need to be very careful and thoughtful about how you hire people, train them, motivate them. And if you're not in that business, you need to hire a good manager. And different managers specialize in different areas. Andrew has a fine firm that's involved in some limited service hotels and extended stay. Our firm is more urban-centric, more full-service with an orientation to food and beverage. But it's all about people. It's all about the face that your customer comes in contact with and whether or not that's smiling.
I mean, that's a good point. I mean, we were talking earlier, you know, I think the service is really more important sometimes than the product, how you're treated there, right? Yeah.
It comes across to the guests as well. So
Yeah.
those hotels that are well operated are profitable. There's no doubt. I'd say another thing would be revenue management. It's really effectively yield management in the business, but every hotel should have it, and every hotel management company and every owner should know about it and utilize it to maximize the sales at their hotels. So it's a trend that's changing daily because of technology, and it's really tough for the operators to keep up with exactly how this is changing, but it's very important for us to be very good at it.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good point. I think, you know, hotels, I think we're probably the first industry to use daily revenue management. Now the apartment industry is doing it, and it's really helped the apartment industry. You know, the projects that we look at that are using it are more successful. They're increasing their occupancy and their rates, and you know, so the tenant doesn't know what the rent is going to be today or tomorrow when they go in there. So it's helpful. Well, Mark, what's a tip for operators? You're talking to them every day. They're engaging you.
First of all, Michael, I want to congratulate you. We're almost at the end of the show, and you haven't asked a bad question yet. So that's good. You're getting better at this stuff.
Thank you.
So, but now it really kind
I'm gonna ask for a raise now from the boss.
There you go.
So.
There you go. But to try and maybe link with these two, if from an operations perspective, fundamentally, you better know who your best 3 to 5, if not 10 customers are. But just no more than just who they are and how much they're buying from you, but what's going on in their business. Is there the industries that they serve, that they make their profits from, are they growing, are they contracting? We get a lot of questions now about what's happening with the strong value of the dollar. And it's clearly hurting exports. Well, if I've got clients and customers who are big in manufacturing, creating things that get exported, man, they get some pretty stiff headwinds. So it's a pretty fundamental, basic thing that, quite frankly, we don't see that many, a lot of people really doing as much of that as they should. So that's my tip.
That's a good point. How about another tip, guys, for operations?
I'll tell you this, and David mentioned earlier, is bandwidth in hotels has to be looked at. It used to be you'd set up a hotel, you'd look at it 2 years later. It's changing literally every couple of months, and you've got to make sure, monitor that your guests are happy. If they're not, they'll tell you. But they have multiple devices. Bandwidth is a heavier drain nowadays, and the systems that were put in place in half of hotels in America 2 years ago are not adequate to provide enough bandwidth for what the guests want. And they'll be very quick to complain about it. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they walk and they don't come back to see you. So you have to really be ahead of the curve, see what they're using, and make sure that there's ample bandwidth.
Well, that's a good tip. I think you do have to monitor it, because a lot of customers are like me. I won't complain. I just won't come back. But gentlemen, thanks for joining us today. Great show. Thanks for being in Studio One with us.
It was fun.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. And be sure to join us next week. We're going to talk about tax credits. And, you know, that's a great subject, whether you're an investor, you can buy tax credits, or if you're in the commercial real estate business. So please do join us and sign up for once a week email announcing the show topic so you don't miss a topic of interest to you at the show website, CREshow.com. Until next week, be sure that you always lead, learn, and laugh, and join us for the Commercial Real Estate Show.
The Commercial Real Estate Show is brought to you by Bull Realty Commercial Advisors, a great place to do business. Visit bullrealty.com. RealNex, a comprehensive and powerful suite of commercial real estate tools at an incredibly low price. Visit realnex.com. That's RealNex. FIU, Florida International University. Earn your master's in real estate in as little as 10 months without interrupting your career. Visit FIUonline.com. Xceligent, the resource professionals use for commercial real estate information. Visit Xceligent.com. That's XCELIGENT. Commercial Search, the source to market and source available properties for sale or lease. Visit commercialsearch.com. For more information on these great companies or for additional videos, podcasts, or articles, visit CREshow.com.